To all my amazing people, I'm saying hello to you all out there. It's so nice to be on the show with you guys today. The show is Talk to Be. It's Talk to Be, baby. So guys, as usual, I'd like to say a very big thank you to everyone that has been following this show back to back. Thanks for the love. Thanks for subscribing to my channel. If you haven't, please subscribe to this channel, like, share, and drop a comment for me, please. I beg of you guys, okay? So I'll know that you guys are enjoying the program. My name is Abiola Adebayo Akinrinde. Guys, you can follow me on my Facebook account is Abiola Ayomide Adebayo. On this episode of Talk to Be, I have an amazing guest as usual. Last episode, episode 16, I brought our dear mom that all of us learned a lot from, Mommy Ashabi Olorisha, and she spoke highly of our son. She spoke about his growing up and all that happened to him. So I thought to bring the man to the show so that we can learn from him. We can also hear his part of the story. His name is Michael. You know, I usually do not introduce my guest like this, but I need to give you guys a background of the person I'm bringing on the show. You heard about him the last time the mom was on the show, so I thought to bring him in. So you'll be seeing the young man on the show. But before then, I'll go for a commercial break. Just in case you like what I'm wearing, this is from RTWB. Just in case you know, and if you want to get jewelry, you can also check on at Jewelry by B 5000. I'll be right back after the short break.
Talk to be.
Talk to be.
Talk to be. Talk to be.
Talk to be. Talk to be.
Talk to be.
Talk to be.
Yeah, you have to talk to be.
Talk to be.
Talk to be.
Talk to be.
Talk to Be. Share your experience.
Thank you for staying tuned on Talk to Be. It's Talk to Be, baby. Like I said earlier, that I have my guest here with me is an amazing personality. He's actually my brother, you know, and he's more of a brother than a colleague, but he has something to tell us. So I'd like to introduce this amazing guy in the building. Mike, I don't want to introduce you, so please introduce yourself to my guys.
So my name is Mike.
Michael, I'll have to beg you.
Yeah.
Michael, I beg you in the name of God. I beg you in the name of Jesus. No, I know you are breathe A, but please speak the language that I understand. God will not embarrass you. I don't want to start on this one. I say, what do you say? What do you mean? Please speak normal. No, I don't want them to come and settle this fight. Okay, Mike, I'm serious. Try. Speak Nigerian English.
Well,
okay?
Pidgin English.
I don't want to. Well, please, so that a lot of my viewers can hear you clearly.
Okay. Master
Yoruba. So I beg you, just speak. Try. I know you're not used to it, okay? Just speak plain English like I am speaking now, okay?
No problem.
Help me keep your British accent for now.
I'll try.
Okay. All right. Introduce yourself. Let my viewers meet you.
My name is Michael Okoyemi Adeyemi. I'm an actor slash producer slash footballer slash coach slash personal trainer. I'm all in one.
All in one. Okay. All right. I know you live in the UK,
Yeah.
but you're always here to do movies.
Yeah.
Okay. Why is that? Why not in the UK?
I think one of the reasons why. One of the reasons why I decided to come back to Nigeria and start doing some movies is because of my mom. A lot of people might not know her, but her name is Ashabi Olorisha. And obviously when I was younger, she used to take me to location and force me to be acting and stuff like that. And I didn't like it.
Wow.
So when I went back to the UK, I was not thinking about that, oh, I'm the only child. God forbid, she'll live long in Jesus' name.
Amen.
But if something should happen, I don't want a legacy just end there.
Wow.
So I thought it would be a good idea for me to keep it going.
Wow.
So I thought it was like 2018, and I called and I said, I would like to produce a movie and come back into it. And it was probably one of the best news she could ever wait for. So she was so excited, so we planned the movie. I think it was Quiet Storm, Ijiroro, and that was it. Just from there, just kept going up.
Wow. That was quite thoughtful of you. You know, a lot of your mates, I don't think they would have done that. All right, Michael, tell us about your growing up. What was it like for you?
Okay.
Growing up, did you grow up in Nigeria? At what age did you leave for the UK? Just us.
I would say I was born in Ikodu.
Okay.
My mom told me I was born in the church. So I grew up in Nigeria until probably the age of 8, 9.
No, okay, me,
Oh, we'll go again.
okay.
When I was around 8 years old, that's when I went to the UK.
8 years old.
8 years old.
Okay.
So growing up in Nigeria was fun. Because obviously my mom she was famous. So it was okay. I went to private school, boarding school, because I stayed with my grandma, Mama Day, and my grandma's relationship was so beautiful.
Okay.
That whenever my mom was going to a location, I don't want to follow. I just want to stay with my grandma. So my mom would come back, she'd be upset that my grandma is spoiling me. So she asked me to a boarding school, and it's just sad. So when I lost my grandma, and that's when I decided I'll follow my mom to the UK, because my mom was gone to the UK already. But since the only person I love is not around them, I said I'll just go to UK and just start a new life. And went there, and there's a funny story. My first time in primary school in the UK,
Okay.
because obviously in Nigeria you prostrate to greet your elders.
In Nigeria. Okay.
In Nigeria, so I went to UK, and my first time in school was a white lady, and I prostrated for her. And she was so confused that, what you doing? I was like, I'm greeting you. She's like, yeah, we don't do that. I was like, oh. So it was just so confusing. She just tried to change from like Nigerian culture to the UK culture, but after some time I got used to it. But growing up in UK was fun as well, dangerous but fun, and you know I learned a lot of things, and being there gave me the opportunity to appreciate Nigerian people. Like down there is like every little thing was taken for granted, whilst in Nigeria is like everyone works hard for everything. Down there is like it's given to you on the plate. So like free hospital, free travel, free food. If you don't work, the government pays you money to survive. Like, so to me, it was like I really appreciate that opportunity down there. So I thought, you know what, if I can do something to make a difference in Nigeria, I must start doing it. So that's one of the reasons I came into filming as well, so I can give people opportunity to be my movies and just, you know, make them a star if possible.
Very good. So now as a producer that comes from the UK to produce in Nigeria, so how many movies have you produced so far?
So far, I just finished a movie called Odere. This will be my third movie that I produced by myself with my mom's help and advice so far. But I think what I'm trying to be a different producer to everyone else in the Nollywood industry. And my mom told me one advice, and which is something I'm gonna keep old forever. The first movie I made, she was like, if you want to be different, take time to watch how things are done in the UK, producing wise. So I'll go back and I watch a lot of documentary on producing movies. And one of the things that I noticed is like children actresses, they're big stars, big name, but they care more for the behind the scenes. So the crews, the cameraman, the sound man, the makeup artists, like they're like superstars as well. So I thought, cool, I'm gonna bring that to Nigeria. So
Here.
I thought to myself that every time I finish a movie, there's always gonna be a party. Food, drinks, dancing, just to appreciate everyone that, you know, thank you for your hard work. And I appreciate just not just the stars and the big names, but everyone that's part of that movie. You're important to me as well. So yeah, that's something I've learned.
Okay, during your journey, maybe in the UK or before you left for the UK, have you experienced a difficult time? I know your mom was a star at that time, but you know, celebrity as at then, you can't really compare the kind of celebrities that we have now. Was there money? So was there a time of difficulty for you, even as an only child of a celebrity at that time?
I think there was a moment in my life. I remember that. I think it was at 14. That's a good question. People always ask me, Michael, when was the last time you was truly happy? And
You were truly happy.
Yeah, and I was 14 years old. 14 years old, like, was an important age for me, and it will always be. That was the last time that my mom took me out for a birthday party to a Chinese restaurant. Then after that, she moved to America. So she now left me alone in London.
Okay.
And I've been still with family. So as I was going through some tough moment, and I was talking to her, and she was like, just keep working, stay hard, like God is with you. Then it came to a moment where, like, I just ran away from where I was staying, and I had to run to, like, I go to church every Sunday, so I went to my pastor, stayed with them for a couple of months. Their son was not happy at the fact that I was the youngest person in the house, so the attention was on me. So he started bullying me. So we ran away from there, went for the council, got my own place at 16. So I was living alone when I was 16 years old. So I had to, like, juggle working, education, paying rent, and stuff like that. My mom knows some story, but not everything. So she was like, don't work, I'll pay your salary. I was like, nah, I have to be a man. And then my own money, I know what it feels like. So from 16 till now, I'm living alone. So pay my bills, everything I need was just all me. So that moment was like a moment that was very, like, I struggled, because I had friends that was like, well, I told you, like, the Yahoo boys that is in Nigeria is not compared to the one in the UK. Like, the money they're making is stupid. So I have friends at my age, and they come to college in nice cars, £50 notes. We have 5, 10, 20 notes. They never come. They come in 50s, like 10 of those. And I'm just there, like, the temptation. And they'll tell me that, oh, Michael, just let me just teach you, like, you look after mom and stuff like that. And I was like, I don't want to do that, because even if it happened to me now, my mom will struggle and she'll be upset. So because I have to go through that stage of, like, just don't be tempted by money. So that age was 14 to 16 was very important to me. Then when I passed 16, everything just became easier. I got used to it, and I took like a 3-year uni gap, so I can work and save up and pay rent. Then after that, went to uni, finished uni, got a son, got my place, got a car. So the things that I could have got when I was 16, I have it now. So I can now sit back without thinking of police knocking on my door. You know, now I'm just okay, and I'm not worried. All my friends are now in prison. So it's like, I thank God that I had a mom that taught me well. And then they say in Yoruba, my Yoruba is not very good. They said, Toba Benyo, you have to rhyme. So that's what I done. So yeah.
I mean, that's actually very courageous. Thank you. Well done. Now, when you moved to the UK, did you experience sort of bullying from other students as we regularly hear from this part of the world, that, oh, a black boy coming to live in London? I'm sure it's not always that much in the UK like it is in the US. I'm not sure. Some people say it depends on the part where you are. Do you have any experience with bullying?
Yeah, I think if I was bullied for like 4 years. So it
You
goes
were
from
bullied for 4 years?
yeah, it's good. It goes from like the school system in the UK goes from like year one, no, primary one, primary two, primary three, primary four, primary five. So I joined when I went to UK. I joined at primary 5.
Okay.
So from primary 5 to year 8, so it goes primary 5, primary 6, year 7, year 8. So I was bullied. So it was a case of like my accent was still strong, Nigerian accent, and I was skinny then, so I was not as big as I am right now. And obviously, you know, anyone, your last name as well was different to my last name was Adeyemi, and someone is called Smith and Johnson. So to them, it's like your name is way too have to bully me.
They use your surname to bully you.
Because like an African name. So like you're African, go back to your country and stuff like that. So to me, just like it was upsetting. Then after year 7, year 8, I used to stay in Birmingham. I moved from Birmingham to London. So in year 8, in Birmingham, I was strong, but I didn't know my power. Then I went to year 9, I had a fight with one person. I did not understand how strong I am, so the bullying stopped. Because for some reason, you have to fight to gain respect. So if you win, then it's like, cool, we can't bully him no more. So obviously, in year 5, year 6, year 7, year 8, my mom always tell me, don't fight, don't fight, don't fight. But obviously, when I went to year 9, that's when she moved to America. Okay. So that's how, since she's gone, I'm gonna fight. So I had to fight. Then I didn't get bullied from year 9 upwards. So yeah, it's tough, but obviously you have to be stronger. That's it. You just have to fight through it.
How were you bullied? What did they do?
They done some bad thing that could have led to me dying. So it was a case of there was a time I didn't know how to swim. So I was learning how to swim year 7, and one of the bullies went underneath and pushed me to the deep end.
Guys, do you like what I'm wearing? Yes, you can also get yours. It's available on our Instagram page, RTWB5000. RTWB5000. Do you want jewelry? It's also available at Jewelry by B5000. You can get it. It's not too expensive. You don't have to stick your neck out to get it, trust me. So just send us a DM and we're at your service. I love you guys.
And I went in, I was gone for like 5 minutes on the water. So when I woke up, I could remember what the doctors had said, wherever God you serve, keep serving him. I don't know your life. So then when I was about to throw up, it was like a bucket full of water that came out of me. And yeah.
How about your instructors?
I was calling for help here, and this guy was just eating sandwich. I wanted to beat him up. He was just there, just minding his business. It was one of my best friends that literally came in and pushed me up. We're still friends till now. That literally pushed me up and saved my life, because I would not be sitting right now if he didn't do that. So the bullying can lead to death, but I know violence is not the way forward, but I always say fight back. So when I got to year 9, from that experience just made me stronger. So it's like I didn't take anything from anyone. Okay. So if you're gonna call me Nod, I'll call me Nod. So,
wow.
Yeah.
You don't look like one.
I'm not a violent person. That's the last thing I like people to. I'm a very gentle soul. You know, I call myself a big friendly giant. You know. So yeah.
Okay. I would like to ask you, what do you think about this Japa syndrome that we have now? You have lived abroad for
20 plus.
20 plus. Yeah. So that was a long time. So what's your take on it? What do you believe, or how do you think it should be done? What do you think people can do? Generally, what do you think?
I always tell people, I say personally to me, not because I've stayed in the UK for 20 years plus.
Okay.
But I always believe Nigeria is just a better country in general compared to the UK. There's many reasons why, because in Nigeria it's
don't allow a lot of Nigerians to hear that.
No. The reason why is your fatherland is not the same as, it's coming to your house, that's your comfort zone. You know everything is, you know everything is. But down there is like you have to learn all over again, and it's just a lot of nonsense. Like for a black person, it's harder to get a job, harder to do a lot of things, and the disrespect you receive is just not nice. So, for example, like I saw a lady on the bus, and a guy was just shouting at her.
Okay.
And then we just sat there and just allowed to carry on. And I thought to myself, that was in Nigeria, a lot of people would have probably stopped it, you know. Or like, let's say like a young man is talking rudely to an elderly person. In Nigeria, don't accept that. You know what I mean? So it's just little things like that. And the issue, because I have a friend that works in the Home Office, and she told me that for Nigerians to come to the UK is 10 times harder for anyone else. The reason why is like, let's say they give someone like a visa for 2 weeks. If an Nigerian stick to the plan and leave the country within the 2 weeks, the next one they apply, they will increase to 6 months because they can trust that person. The UK is just trustworthy. Like, be honest with us and we look after you. So a lot of Nigerians will come there for 2 weeks on a student visa, and on the student visa, you're going to work for 20 hours. A lot of people doing like 40, 50 hours a week, but they're not studying. So when they're trying to look for them, they've run to a different part of the UK. It's making it a lot more harder, taxpayer paying more money to find them. So the UK is cracking down on Nigerians. So it's like when Nigerians apply for a visa, they always think twice before giving it to them. So if you don't come to the UK, just you're coming there to work hard. UK is not a place where you can enjoy. Like, you know, you can ask my mom. I'm waking up at 5 in the morning to go work for 7, coming back at like 10 p.m, sleeping, doing that Monday to Friday or Monday to Saturday. There's no time to enjoy, because even when you're getting paid, half your money is going to like car insurance, rent, council tax, lights, water, insurance, everything. So you can make a lot of money and you're left to like £400 to survive for the month. You know, so it's like that country is a place where you have to be ready to work hard. If you're not going to work hard, then UK is not a nice place for you to come to, because if you're not ready to work hard, everyone's going to step on you and just walk all over you. But
okay, so I will ask a question that an average Nigerian will ask you.
Right.
Say, if you're not good, come on, let us go there. So if it's that bad, do you understand? So why do you think a lot of people are still there? I'm not talking about people who are rushing to go there now. So I'm talking about the people who are already, they're not the ones that are migrating now.
I think if you ask all the people in the UK, all the Nigerians, would they prefer, let's say, there's 2 things Nigeria needs to do: security and job. If there's security and job, I can guarantee you with my life, you would not see any Nigerian abroad. It's the fact that in the UK there's security and there's plenty of jobs. Like any job you will find, if you arrive in the UK right now, you will find a job within a week of being in the UK. And the security, like UK is one of the most watched country in the world. There's nothing you do that the government is not watching you.
That's right.
But in Nigeria, there's no security and there's no job. You know, I've spoken to a lot of people where they've got like master degrees, and I don't have a master, and they're taxi drivers. I'm like, something's wrong. Even though you're still doing a job with that degree you have, you should be working like in the office or in the bank or something. But what they make you understand is like in Nigeria is corruption. If you don't know someone, you can't get places. What's in the UK is like, if you have a degree, either you're black or white, if that degree allows you to work in that company, you work in that company. You know, and there's also this thing every company does. Every company has to have one people from each background. So if you're a black African, they have to employ you into the company. If you're
what?
Black African, you have to be employed into the company. If you're gay, you have to be able to work in the company. If you're disabled, you have to have people from different
in a company.
In a company. So because if you don't have it, there's protests, there's riots, and so the UK is not like for every belief. So either you're gay, straight, disabled, abled, black, white, Asian, you have to basically every chance to be in the company. Whilst Nigerians, like, if you're disabled, you can't work for a bank. I'm telling you right now, I can take you to a bank in the UK where someone can So there's a lot of companies where they employed disabled people. The UK is not a country where it's like they give job to anyone that can work. If you want to apply for a job, they won't say, oh, because you're disabled, we won't employ you, or because you're black, we won't give you a job, just we give you a chance at the interview.
Okay. What will make you relocate back to Nigeria today? Like, if I have, so I love Nigeria and that's why I come all the time.
Yeah.
But if I have so things in place, I'll be back home today.
I think now that I found the love for acting and producing,
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of people are scared to employ me or come to work on location because they're scared they have to pay for my ticket and come down. I'm telling people right now, if you want me to work for you, just call me. I'll pay for the ticket and I'll come down. Just let me know when, what time, give me like a 5-month notice, I'll get the ticket and I'll come down.
5 months.
Yeah, you know, tickets are expensive. They're not not
How
cheap.
long are you going to do that for, bro?
But as obviously if you're doing it, people know your faces more because no one knows my faces. For some reason, I'm doing a job where you're meant to be known, but I don't like being known. Does that make sense? I like to be behind the scene.
Private.
Yeah, but it's like, if I want to do this job, people don't know me at one point. So I'm telling people right now, if you want me to work for you, I'm going to come down then. And the question you asked, I'll go back to it. If there's security in Nigeria and there's job, because of the degree I have in the UK, it's a sports science degree, which is like physio and stuff like that. If there's jobs like that for me in Nigeria, I'll accept and I'll come back. I love my father's land. This is my country.
That's
And I've told my mom many times that I would love to move back to Nigeria, but I have to make sure everything is house, car, job, everything is just set for me where I work a bit, maybe stay for like 2-3 years, save up some money, then move down to Nigeria because I would love to stay in Nigeria because there's no place like home.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. You mentioned that you have a son.
Yeah.
Are you married?
No,
No.
I'm single.
Okay. You're singly married.
Singly
Just joking.
in a relationship,
Okay.
no
Okay.
married.
No marriage
Yeah,
yet.
well,
Okay.
I have a son, and it was someone that I met in the UK in a church, and I thought it was going to be long term.
Okay.
But obviously, the culture clash. She's Ghanaian, I'm Nigerian. It didn't really work well.
You're both from West Africa.
I understand, but I feel like to me, I'm a very respectful person, and when you grow up in life and you grow up in the UK, you pick up little things. And me being Nigerian, I always believe that if you're going to marry someone, you have to be someone that represents you. So for example, like, let's say my friends have like a birthday party, I try to tell my wife to go there and represent me. So she should be like me, which is a very respectful person, listening and stuff like that. But obviously the person that I had a child with is not very respectful, and it just couldn't work. If you're going to disrespect my mom, I can't date you and I can't marry you. Like, my mom is number one. So if you don't have respect for her and you're not going to listen to her, then it can't work. If I want to say yes to a girl, then that's it.
Well, are you sure you're not trying to put your mom over your marriage or over your relationship with any woman? Because I feel that a lot of women, they know, yes, we know you love your mom, but they don't like to, don't spell it out, don't make it look like I don't, I don't mean anything to you. I hope you weren't doing that.
No, I wasn't doing that. I think my mom made me understand that once you marry, your wife is important to you. And that's something she's always told me. But I'm someone that believed that my mom was struggle for me, and she sacrificed a lot for me. So it's like my dad was not in my life. It was just my mom doing both. So to me, like, she's important. So when people say, "Oh, if your dad don't come to a marriage, would you be upset?" Not trying to disrespect him, but it wouldn't mean, and I wouldn't care. As long as my mom is happy with the girl I'm gonna marry, so it's important. But my wife will always be, I won't say as important as my mom, but she'll be important to my life as well. So yeah.
There's all right, let me leave that. Now, generally, what's your take about marriage?
Oh wow, I'm a Christian.
Okay.
and I believe in marriage.
Okay.
And I think I always tell people that my dream job is to, I've gone already, which is being a dad. Being an husband is the next one. I think being an husband and a dad is just amazing. You know, going to work and you come back home, you got your wife, your kids are home waiting for you. It's just a joyful moment. Like, I just want to open the door and I just see my kids, my wife running to me, just amazing. Knowing that that's your personal person, your best friend, your wife, your mom, someone you can just talk to, and marriage is important to me. Like, being an husband is something I cannot wait for to happen. Honestly, I dream of that day every single day, so I can't wait for it.
Wow. I can't wait to be carrying my baby up.
I feel that.
Okay, you said because you guys met in the UK in the church. Your current relationship, is she also from the UK or from Nigeria?
Nigeria.
Do you think the person from Nigeria would do better than someone in the UK? I think there has been a lot of misconception about that.
I think the thing is, the girls in Nigeria, and I've tried to tell the girl I'm dating, is like they worship their husband like nothing else, like kneeling down and serving the food and stuff like that. It's just something weird to me. Because it's something weird to like, oh, you're hungry. Oh, do you want to eat? And like, you can rest. Like, when in the UK, it's like, you just look after yourself. Like, if the girl is tired, you just get into the kitchen and cook for you.
We do that in Nigeria.
I know, but it's like, if your husband hasn't eaten, and let's say your wife has gone to work and just come back at 9 p.m. or 10 p.m., they're thinking of going to bed and sleeping. And whilst in Nigeria, if the girl's coming back at the same time, she's thinking, have you eaten? That's what I'm trying to say. So to me, I feel like Nigerian girls are the fact that they're not too care for the husband, whilst in the UK is like, I care for you, but also look after yourself. So I think that's the difference. I
think that has to do with individual. It's not, there are women here as well who does that, who just feel that. And there are a lot of men too who don't care. So do your thing, I do my thing. I think the world is just, everybody is now busy, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't look after. As much as I would look after you, you too look after me. Yeah, do you understand?
I understand. I always say, like, guys from the UK, I'm sorry for men in Nigeria, but we look after our women in the UK. We know how to take care of our ladies in the UK. So
to an extent, I agree with you. But then not all of them.
Yeah, true.
Okay, generally, what has life taught you?
Wow.
What have you learned? That's
a good question. I think life has taught me a lot. And I think the most thing I always take that's so important to me is like, always be nice to everyone. Because you don't understand what people are going through. And you don't understand that maybe your word might save the life. And that's what I live by. I always say, like, respect is a two-way thing. No matter what age you are, it's always a two-way thing. You respect me, I'll respect you. You know, I was trying to look out for people. Just a lot of things that have taught me. But I try to be nice to everyone as much as possible. I don't do bad for bad. I'll do good for bad all the time, you know. And let God judge accordingly.
If you have a superpower, what would you change now?
What would I change now?
Yeah.
Wow. I've always said if I have a superpower, I want to be able to just give me one power to bring people back to life. Just one person, which is my grandma. Like, yeah, she's the love of my life. So if I can have that power, then I'll be able to bring her back to life. Then she can enjoy things right now. Because I always promise that I will look after you. I'll do this, I'll do that. But she's not around to enjoy it. So yeah.
Don't worry. Your mom is there, so please take good care of her.
I will.
Okay, so a word for your fan, the people that loves you, the people that they never see me coming. Hey, don't be one is coming. Talk to them.
I'd like to say my movie is coming out very soon. By the way, please watch it, support me. I'm upcoming, even though I've done movies before. I'm still upcoming, and please just watch my movie and support me and follow
What's the theory about?
It's a very interesting story. I don't want to give too much away, so I want you to watch it learn from it, and
Who are your actors? Or who
Oh.
are your actors?
you want me to tell them?
Yeah.
So
What
I'll-
to expect?
Okay, I've got my beautiful sister.
Moi, I did yeah.
You did,
Ha,
yeah.
praise the Lord.
You have to be.
Oh.
I've told you, you signed a life contract
With you.
with me. Every movie I'm doing, Netflix,
Oh my
YouTube,
Jesus.
you're always on it.
Oh.
So
Oh.
God will
I'm
protect you
blushing.
from me. So on a life contract.
Amen.
Auntie Ayo,
Mogaji.
my mom is in it. Ashabilorisha, directed by famous legend director Uncle Ambilangwe.
Okay.
There's a lot of many people that's on it, and I just please watch it. The story is going to be amazing. Honestly, I like to make movies where you can't guess the ending. That's me. That's something I'm trying to do all the time.
All right, Okwemi, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
You're amazing. We love you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, guys. I'm sure you guys love Okwemi Michael. See, I didn't hear everything he said as well. So we are on the same page. I'm not talking about all the Obodo Imbo people that understands good English, but people like us that went to evening school. Please, Ejo, Emma Bino, Eba me manage it. Just send me, just leave a comment that this guy. But you guys should watch out for him. He's doing very well. I've been part of his movies in the past few years. Like I said, he's more like a brother to me. Please help me support him. He's on Instagram. You can follow him as what? You're on Instagram as well?
Everyone is called Ademi, but people call him Mediemi.
Madeyemi. Yes, I is on Instagram as Madeyemi. You can follow him and support him as well. Please don't forget to share, to like, comment, and please subscribe to this YouTube channel so that I can bring you more beautiful content. Like I told you, this is not only for celebrities alone. If you have an amazing story to tell, you can come on the program. We'll give you this platform to speak. And also, if you would like to support this by sponsoring this program, we don't mind, or you have gifts that you want to give to our guests, we also don't mind, or you want to advertise your product, the door is quite opened. But before we leave, we have a gift for you. Michael, before you leave, we have this beautiful gift for you. It's from Talk to Be to you. Thank you for coming on the program.
Thank you very much.
We love you. All right, guys, till I come your way, same time next week, by God's grace. Don't forget to put God first, be determined, and stay focused. I'll see you same time next week on Biola Bio Entertainment. Stay peaceful. I love you.
Talk to be.
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 Yeah, you have to talk to be.
Talk to be.
Talk to be.
Talk to be.
Talk to be. Share your experience.